All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever scrolled through listings and wondered why some places are always booked solid, while others, well, they just sit there? It's not luck, and it's not just about having a pretty space. Today, we're going to break down the host's playbook, the secrets to turning your rental into a commission-saving, review-getting booking machine.
So what's the secret sauce? Well, it really boils down to one word: marketing. I mean, in a sea of countless other listings, having a beautiful property is just table stakes. To really thrive, you absolutely need a smart strategy that gets the right kind of guest to stop scrolling and actually hit that book button.
Okay, so Chapter 1, the new rules of renting. Look, the game has totally changed. A few years back, you could just throw your place up on one platform and you were pretty much set. But now, relying on just one online travel agency, an OTA, that's a super risky bet. You're basically putting your entire business at the mercy of their fees, their rules, their algorithms.
So, to really succeed today, you've got to have a multi-channel strategy. And this requires a huge mental shift. You're moving from just being a passive host to being a proactive business owner. And the foundation of any strong business isn't just the pretty stuff guests see up front. It's the engine, that operational core, humming away behind the scenes.
Right, so that brings us to Chapter 2, your operational command center. How do you actually build this thing? Well, every single successful rental business, and I don't care if you have one property or 100, needs a command center. It's the only way to manage the chaos and keep that engine running smoothly.
And that command center, that's what we call a property management system, or a PMS. Now, don't let the name fool you. This isn't just some boring piece of software. It's literally the backbone of your entire marketing operation. It handles all the tedious, repetitive work for you, so you can focus on what actually matters. The big picture stuff, like getting more bookings.
Just look at how this works. It's actually pretty amazing. A guest books your place on Airbnb. Instantly, your PMS blocks off those dates on Vrbo, on your own website, everywhere. No more double bookings. Then, boom, a welcome email gets sent out automatically. And it even schedules the cleaning crew for checkout day. This seamless flow is an absolute game changer. It's going to save you so much time and so many headaches.
Okay, so with your operations running like a well-oiled machine, it's time for the fun part. Let's talk about Chapter 3, crafting your digital storefront. This is where you're going to grab people's attention and actually get them to book. So you've got your OTA listings on places like Airbnb, Vrbo, and you have your own direct booking website. And let me be clear, you need both. Think of the OTAs as these giant billboards in the middle of Times Square. They get you tons of eyeballs, right? But they come with huge competition and fees. Your direct booking site, on the other hand, that's your flagship store. It's where you're in complete control, you build your brand, you craft the guest experience, and, here's the best part, you keep way more of the profit. And this quote is so important. Don't just list amenities, paint a picture of the experience. Seriously, anybody can say two-bed cottage with a kitchen. That's boring. You need to sell the feeling. Instead, try something like, imagine sipping your morning coffee on the private deck as the mist slowly burns off the lake. See the difference? You're not just selling a bed for the night, you're selling an unforgettable memory. All right, Chapter 4, attracting eager guests. Your digital storefront looks amazing, it's all set up. So now, how do we get people to actually visit? It really comes down to a two-part strategy, what I like to call the marathon and the sprint. First up is the marathon. This is your long game, and it's all about search engine optimization, or SEO. Now, this isn't about getting bookings overnight. This is about building a solid foundation, creating content that provides real value, and organically attracting travelers to your website over time. So how do you do that? Simple. You become the go-to local expert. Start a blog on your website and write articles like the top 10 family-friendly hikes in, or a foodie's guide to downtown. When people are in those early planning stages, searching for things to do, they'll find your helpful guide. They'll start to trust you. And what do you know? You just happen to have the perfect place for them to stay. But hey, the marathon takes time, and sometimes you've got gaps in your calendar that you need to fill, like now. That's where the sprint comes in. We're talking about paid Google Ads. This is how you jump to the front of the line and put your property right in front of travelers at the very moment they're ready to pull out their credit card and book. And just check out this table. Targeting what we call high-intent keywords is incredibly powerful. Think about it. Someone typing cabin rentals near me, or even more specific, Hocking Hills cabins, that person isn't just daydreaming. They're on a mission. They have dates in mind, their wallet is out, and they are ready to book. Getting your ad in front of them at that exact moment, that is how you drive immediate, qualified traffic straight to your booking page. Okay,
So let's move on to Chapter 5, From Lookers to Bookers. Because getting people to your website is great, but it's only half the battle. The real magic is in converting that traffic, turning those lookers into actual bookers. And there are two things that are absolutely critical for this.
First up is social proof. And look at this number, 93%. A whopping 93% of people say that online reviews influence what they buy. That's almost everyone. For your rental, your reviews are your reputation. They are the single most powerful tool you have for building trust with a potential guest who's never heard of you before.
And the second piece of the puzzle is pricing. Get this, properties that use dynamic pricing tools can earn up to 40% more than places with just one flat rate all year round. And this isn't about price gouging, it's about being smart. It means automatically raising your rates for a big local festival and lowering them to fill a slow Tuesday in the off-season. It means you stop leaving money on the table.
So think of it like this. The reviews and the pricing, they're your 1-2 punch. You build all this trust with a wall of glowing 5-star reviews, and then you seal the deal with a smart, optimized price for their dates. That's the combo that turns a hesitant browser into a confirmed happy guest.
All right, final chapter here. Chapter 6, Building a Loyal Following. The most profitable booking you can ever get is a repeat booking. There are no marketing costs. So the big question is, how do you turn those one-time guests into loyal fans who come back again and again?
The answer is right here, your email list. This is your secret weapon. Think about it. You don't own your followers on social media. But your email list? That's an asset you control. It's a direct line of communication to your past guests. You can send them a note in the off-season with a special offer, let them know about a new amenity, and gently remind them how much fun they had, encouraging them to book directly with you for their next trip.
And really, this chart here shows the ultimate goal of this entire playbook. You want to move away from being 100% dependent on Airbnb or Vrbo. The dream is to have this healthy mix, where a huge slice of your income comes from those high-profit, commission-free direct bookings. This is what a strong, sustainable vacation rental business looks like.
So, when you put it all together, this whole playbook really boils down to one final powerful question you have to ask yourself. Is your rental just a property, or are you building a brand? Are you just renting out a space, or are you creating a hospitality brand that people genuinely love and want to come back to? Because that little shift in mindset is what separates the hosts who are just getting by from the ones who are absolutely crushing it.